Hey everybody, Dustin here. You guys all know me as Two-Wheeled, and it is 31 degrees out, and I want to ride the Honda. Why? Well, today is December 10th, and 31 degrees. And yesterday, I rode the Road King. So, I think I'm going to put the windshield on the Honda to help break a little bit of that wind and go ride on my way to work. So let's go get the windshield. So here's the windshield. Hopefully that is not scuffs on it, because I don't think those were there, but I don't think this thing has moved around any. I think they'll wipe off. So I believe this is a Sunshades brand. It's been a while since I have come across the name of this, and the guy I bought the bike from told me. I will try to find what kind of windshield this is and drop it in the description below. So we'll clean this up a little, and then I will show you how it goes on the Honda. I'm just using a natural glass cleaner and a microfiber cloth to not scratch. Yeah, and there's, I don't know if the camera's showing that, but man, there's a lot of scratches on there, and I don't know if those were there or if that's something that essentially happened while it was being stored, because I don't think I've had this windshield on at all since the first season. I don't think I had it on at all this year. And normally I wouldn't put things like face down like this. I'm on a soft surface. I know that you need soft surfaces, so I don't know how that ever ended up the way it did, but nonetheless. Okay, so I'm gonna gear up so that I can go out to the garage, and then we'll put this windshield on. I'll show you how to put this windshield on. It goes on really easy, and then we'll go for a ride to work. So I will see you in a little bit with some of my gear on. Okay, see you in a bit. All right, so I am out in the garage. I threw on my helmet, so I have my helmet cam. Got the garage halfway organized here at least. It's still a mess, so just bear with that. So first things first, if I remember right, in this bag, still got my training cones in there. We need this tool. And you guys have probably noticed these brackets on here before, maybe have wondered what they're for. And I got the set screws screwed all the way in. Well, these are what hold the windshield into place. So there's a hole down inside here, and you just got to make sure these screws, and I know you're sideways now, but just got to make sure those screws go up all the way, and you just kind of leave them hang out. Come down to the windshield. These adjust out, so kind of make like an L. Pretty self-explanatory there. And then you can come to the front of the bike. Trying to line that left side up. Kind of hitting these cables a little there. So basically how I've always had this, is just kind of even it up on both sides. Find where you want it so it's halfway centered. And then you're just going to tighten these set screws back down again. And then I'm going to come up here and give it a good turn just to make sure that baby is secure. And that's the windshield for the Honda Shadow. And I'm going to tuck these there. I think I had those cables out there. So I'm trying to get this wheel. This always wants to turn on me, so you guys can get a good view of it. So there's the windshield. Slight turn of the bar, but for the Honda Shadow. Now I have it, you can kind of see it's leaning back a little. It was leaning forward because that's adjustable as well. And, you know, basically by loosening these and turning the bracket. But I was getting a lot of buffeting when this windshield was back. So I played around with it and learned where I have it, I don't get as much buffeting. So now the question is if this camera would fit, and I think it's going to. I wasn't sure how this would work with the windshield, but I think it's gonna be just fine. Might even be, you know, it's gonna be a little more protected there too from the elements. But alright, I'm gonna get this camera on and get synced, and we will actually, I'm gonna get this bike warmed up and then we will go for a ride. Being that this is a carbureted bike and being, you know, it's in the garage right now, so it won't take as long because it is 54 degrees in here. But it still takes a little bit to warm up. So again, see you when the bike's running and we're ready to roll to work. And then I'll talk a little bit more about this windshield. Alright, welcome back, two-wheeled friends. So initially, my first thoughts as I'm riding with this windshield back on, I realized why I typically don't have it on, and that is because of how it rubs on these cables on the right-hand side here. And I just don't like looking through a windshield. And I mean, you guys are kind of seeing it now too. But I've noticed that I put it on at a little bit of an angle. It's not quite centered exactly right. And that's okay. It's on there. It's helping block the wind. At least the wind I'm going against. It's a pretty windy day today. It's a little windier than yesterday. And I probably should have rode the Honda yesterday with little wind and the Road King today because it just stays on the road a little better. But the nice thing about this windshield, and I don't know if I'm talking really loud. I feel like I'm talking really loud because of the wind. But the nice thing, carbureted bike, cold, still not completely warmed up, I guess. Anyways, the nice thing about this windshield is how it comes out over on the sides and protects the hands. That should keep some wind off of my hands compared to the Road King windshield. That I think put all the extra air right on my hands. So I don't know, I think it's like a high of 38 today or something like that, so maybe I shouldn't have been riding motorcycle to work. But for December 10th, you know, looking forward. There are some nice days in the schedule, but that can change. Or in the schedule, yeah, I got them scheduled in the forecast, you know, like out in the 10-day, but that's never guaranteed this time of the year either, because things change pretty quick. So I figure I'm gonna ride while I can. My blinker does not like to go off when it's cold. There we go. So yeah, I think this is a Sunshades windscreen. I will try to do a little more research. If I can find the name, I will drop a link in the description and on the screen here. But if I can't find anything, you guys will just have to bear with me on that. I apologize. But it doesn't look too bad. It goes on easy. Kind of serves its purpose, I guess. I don't get the buffeting with where I have it. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. I got it with the bike. So, and I think the guy I bought it from, I think he said his grandpa bought it for him for like a birthday present or something like that. So that's about all I know about it. Yeah, I just wanted to take you guys along for a short little ride, show you this windscreen. I normally don't have any kind of wind protection because I do like to feel the air, but you know, things get a little cold. I'm not wearing a neck gaiter or anything again today. You know, the windshield just kind of helps keep that air off my neck, front and the back, so it doesn't swirl around and get me and go down my jacket and all that. Just wearing my t-shirt and my sweatshirt with my leather, and I'm plenty comfortable, along with my new riding pants. Those make a big difference. But if you have any questions on the windshield, please leave your comments below. Be glad to help you as much as I can. If you are new to the channel, be sure to go down and click that subscribe button and ring that bell and click all so you're notified for future uploads and activity. I should almost park in the warehouse to keep this thing warm until I go to leave, but we'll just park it right up here. So thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out, and we will see you later. Bye bye.